You have no idea when you get supplements what extra things they're putting in. So if you want that benefit, I highly encourage you to just get the meat.
So you probably just watched my last video, Beef Heart Will Raise You Up. If so, let's get into how I make my beef heart. When I first made beef heart, I cooked the whole thing at one time, which was a super big mistake because the heart is very nutrient dense and you don't need a lot of it. We are super blessed because our farmer has a really great butcher and he cleans the meats up impeccably before we buy them. So I never have to deal with a huge mess in the kitchen. So when I make my beef heart, I like to cut it up into semi-thin slices because it's so nutrient dense. Now, for me, I have found that having one slice a couple of times a week really gives me great benefits, especially now that I've been on a more carnivorous diet. I don't need as much as I did in the beginning. One slice literally has me going like an Energizer bunny. I know some people like to put their beef heart in the crock pot and enjoy it as a very tender meat, but that is not the case for me. I'm not interested in doctoring this up. I basically eat this for medicinal purposes to get my energy, get in, get out, and that's it. You might enjoy it, but until you discover how you like it, this is a really great method. I like to use a glass Tupperware and I line it with parchment paper so that the meat doesn't stick to the glass. And I also think it's important to keep the meat a little bit spaced out so that the meat doesn't stick close together, because once it freezes, it can be hard to pull apart. Once I am done putting it in the glass Tupperware, I just close it up and put it in the freezer. And this is great because I can just take out an individual slice and have it with my morning eggs or steak or whatever I'm having that particular morning. Beef heart is a muscle meat. The cow's heart is beating its entire life. So you want to barely sear it and not cook it for too long, because if you do, the meat is going to be so tough and you won't be able to chew it. So here, I prepared quite a bit. I didn't need this much, but I wanted to share some with my husband. But really, just one slice every couple of days is good enough.
So here is my beef heart. You don't want to cook it too much. I know some people eat it raw. I'm not quite ready for that yet, but I just lightly sear it because it is a muscle. And if you cook it for too long, we learned the first time that it will be like really hard to eat because it's so, think about it, a cow's heart is beating for their entire life. So it's a muscle meat. So bon appetit. Beef heart tastes like steak, only you know it's not steak. But that's kind of the flavor that it has. And you can see you have to chew it a lot because it's kind of chewy because it's muscle meat. But after you eat this, you feel so good. Like, I'm so excited to have this in my system. Would I want to eat it just for fun? No. But see, you have to chew and chew and chew. Nothing tastes as good as feeling good. I can get through this, but I can't get through beef liver. Beef liver and beef kidney, because I have started on beef kidney too. Beef liver has that distinct taste to it, and I just can't get it down. So I puree it, and I throw it back with warm water. I can stomach this, so I don't need to puree it. It's weird my husband doesn't like this, but he likes liver, because this is a way milder flavor than beef liver. You know, the great thing about organ meat too, instead of getting the supplements, is you know for a fact that you're getting organ meat. You have no idea when you get supplements what extra things they're putting in. So if you want that benefit, I highly encourage you to just get the meat. It's not bad. It tastes, like I said, the heart tastes like steak. You know it's not steak, but that's what it kind of tastes like. So I hope you get some, and let me know how you feel once you have it. Cheers to good health.